back. Ah. Showing a 17 knot wind. We're going 6 miles an hour. Ah. People ask me why I have 2 motors on my boat. This is the kind of day you like that second one. The 10 horse, I wasn't doing any good. Wow, that wind looks like it switched out of the south now, southeast. We are going southwest. So it's pretty much out of the west yet, I guess. $19-mile-an-hour winds, 20, had some gusts up to 25. And we're still going around Oak Island. That's how big Oak Island is. There's Manitou back there, and Stockton, and way out there is Michigan Island. This is Hermit Island. This is good. I already used just about 2 of my 4 tanks of fuel. And right across from our dock, just catty corner is Roy's Point. I can fuel there. I've gotten fuel there a few times. Real good. I crawled up there and bungee corded the 150 Jenny down. That was starting to get caught in the wind. Yeah, we're making tracks now. Still holding 5 miles an hour. And make a turn to the right a little bit, I think. Put us into the wind a little better. I see some boats sailing up in the channel there where we're going. So I take it the water's a lot calmer up there. Usually when it gets this rough, everybody just motors it. Hermit Island got its name as Bauer left there to live his days out alone, and it was believed that he had stolen a cash box, and over the years there's been lots of people digging on that island trying to find it, and the Park Service finally put an end to it. They said no. They dug up the whole island, nobody's found anything, so we decided that's part of the legend with it. But that's where the name Hermit Island came from. And of course, Madeline Island was named for a chief's daughter, beautiful chief's daughter. And on the south end of Madeline Island is La Pointe, Wisconsin. that was a fur trading post. And the Paso Islands were named for the 12 largest islands for the apostles. Well, this is great as long as everything's running good. Oh, lordy, lordy. I can see going downwind trying to get around the point on Stockton Island there and get out of the wind down there if the guy lost power. That will be good. I just switched tanks when we left Sand Island, plugged in the third tank. Still had some fuel in the second tank. I said, oh, we'll use that in the generator or the dinghy. Oh, is there dinghy back there yet? Yeah. Good. I'm glad it is. I don't want to have to go looking for it. 20-mile-an-hour winds. Well, of course, we're pushing into it almost 5 miles an hour, so it's probably 15-mile-an-hour winds. But a sustained wind and then the sea starts to get stirred up. Should take gusts and die down and not get very ripply, but it's been blowing for a couple hours now. And we're coming to a long stretch here off our starboard side, off the right side here. There's a long stretch for miles all the way out to Sand Island, and that gives it a good place for the wind to get stirred up. A 22-foot boat is about your limit. You don't want to go any smaller than that on Lake Superior. Feel a boat can take a wave equal to the beam. The beam of the boat, this boat's 8 foot. I don't know if I'd care to do that, but care to find out. But we've slowly worked our way up to rougher waters. I did get caught in a shallow bay over on the Keweenaw Bay. There's by Rabbit Island, Little Traverse Bay sweeps back to the west, and we had a similar situation. Had a lot of wind, and I had my 18-foot boat, and it didn't look real promising. And right in the middle of the whole show, I ran out of gas. I had the 4-horse Suzuki on there, and no auto tiller. So I'm hanging on to the throttle with one hand and the tiller with the other. Every time the prop came out of the water, I'd cut the engine back so it'd blow the engine, and I ran out of gas. And it don't take long to dump a couple quarts of gas in that engine. So that was probably one of the first upgrades, was to put a end on the tank, put a T in the line so I can plug it into a 6-gallon tank. That and the auto tiller. There's work to do. You need to put the sails up and down, and you take weather like this, you can't let go of the tiller. She'll be turned around on you in a heartbeat, and you'll heel over. Then she'll get crossways in the wind, and it gets pretty scary. So actually I carry a spare auto tiller, even spare auto tiller and radio and a spare Lowrance. Them are good piece of equipment. I put a compass in the boat. That's kind of for looks. We don't use it all that much. when navigating the channel up by Holton Hancock. That channel's 24 miles across. The Lawrence shows you where all the buoys are even. And that's been all dredged. And I got off to the side. Wow, it's like instant 3 feet of water. That would be kind of pretty. I don't know how much of it is state land, how much is private, but that would certainly be a place a person could camp if you wanted to camp in there at night. Some beautiful homes along there too. Absolutely. Okay, I see we're coming up on a boat. I wonder if he's going to turn. Should take him down to, we should pass, just like on a highway. Yeah, he's turning, I think. Maybe he's not. Maybe we'll play chicken. Ha! No, you don't want to turn. I'm going to turn here, so. Till next time. Oh, he's gonna turn. He's gonna turn. That's good. I'm sure you got more power than I do. That's a bigger boat. He can handle it. Thank you, guy. Yeah, we'll give him a little wave here. Yeah, he didn't wave back. That's okay. Maybe he didn't see me. Everybody out here on the lake's pretty friendly, pretty good bunch. I was off from my marina after dark. It was in the evening and wanted to get the sunset, and it was getting dark. And boat was coming in. He swings over by me and cuts the power and hollers, "Are you okay? You need any help?" And I said, "I'm fine." And he powered up and went into the marina. I got in there. He stopped by the slip a little later, and he said, "Yeah, we look after each other." And in fact, one of the guys just a couple slips from me asked me to let him know where I'm going when I leave. He says, "You were gone for 4 days." I said, "Well, yeah, I go out to islands." And so he said, "We look after each other." So I told him where I was going. We had a couple of kayakers a few years ago from north central Wisconsin came up here and took their kayak and their 2 kids, piled everybody on top of the kayak and their supplies, and they cut out across the open lake. His wife survived. Dad and 2 kids perished. You hit that cold water, you don't last long. And I can't imagine what possessed them to be out on the open lake with a kayak. Yeah, you got a great deal of respect for this lake.